and I am just getting started. My name is Antoshka, I'm 36, I'm a software engineer and I've been living in Spain for almost 3 years. But this channel is not about coding, it's about what happened when I decided to stop treating my body like a server, running 24/7 on junk fuel until it crashes. Let me give you the short version. Over the years I've tried a lot. Different diets, calorie counting, intermittent fasting, and every single time the same story. I'd lose 5 kilos, feel great, and then crash, binge, gain it all back, plus extra. You know all these photos have in common? They're all before photos, every single one, because the after photos never happened. January 2nd, 2026, I stepped on a scale, 111.7 kilos, 35.4% body fat. That was the number that made me think, okay, something has to change, but not with another crash diet, something I can actually keep doing. Here's the thing, when I moved to Spain almost 3 years ago, my friends kept inviting me to play Padel, and I kept saying no. My plan was to find a group of guys my age, you know, other 30-something dads with beer bellies, and play football. That was the plan for 2 years. Guess how many football games I played? 0. And then, one day, I finally said yes to Padel. I'd played table tennis for a while back in the day. I'd seen paddle reels on Instagram. I kind of knew what it looked like. So I grabbed the racket and I had no idea how to play off the glass. The ball would bounce off the wall and I'd just stand there like an idiot. But something about it, I loved it immediately. For me, paddle is addictive. You play with 4 people, so it's social, it's strategic, and unlike a treadmill, you don't think about the pain, you think about the next point. I started playing twice a week, then 3 times, then 5, and then the weight started moving. Not because I forced myself to exercise, but because I couldn't stop playing. One small thing about me, I'm an engineer. I don't just try to eat less and move more, I track everything. This is an Oura Ring. It tracks my sleep, recovery, heart rate, calories. Every morning I wake up and I know exactly how my body responded to yesterday. And this is my Xiaomi body composition scale. Weight, body fat percentage, muscle mass, water. I step on it every morning, same time, same conditions. You can see my measurements on January 2nd and now. That's almost 7 kilos down and 2% body fat in about 3.5 months. And the reason why I'm starting this channel now and not back in January is because I wanted to make sure this actually works. That it's not another crash diet where I lose weight for a month, then rebound. It's been over 3 months. No crash, no rebound. The trend is going down. I'm an engineer. I need data before I make claims. And now I have this data. So here is what I'm going to do. Publicity on camera, so I can't back out. I'm giving myself 1 year and I want to find out how good can a regular guy like me actually get at paddle. Not a 20-year-old athlete, a 36-year-old software engineer with beer belly who sits at desk 8 to 10 hours a day, who has bills, who has his routine, a life, but who happens to live in one of the most paddle-obsessed regions on the planet. Courts everywhere, players everywhere, coaches, clubs, tournaments, it's all here. So the question is, if you take an average overweight desk worker, put him in the paddle capital of the world, give him data, gadgets, and 0 excuses, how far he can go in 1 year? Can he compete with people who've played their whole lives? Can he even get close? I frankly don't know the answer, and that's what makes it interesting. And I'm going to show everything. The weeks where I lose weight, the weeks where I gain it back, the matches I lose, the shots I miss, the whole ugly, sweetie, honest process. Because I think there are a lot of people like me. You're under 30, you have a desk job, you gained weight, and you've tried to fix it a dozen times. Every fitness channel shows you some ripped guy saying, just be consistent, bro. That's not helpful. I'm the 105 kilo guy who gets winded walking upstairs. And I'm going to do this anyway, with data, with gadgets, and with Padel. Alright, let me show you where I am right now. And this is my actual level. My forehand is inconsistent even on a good day. My backhand is even worse. I have doubts if I should go to the net or not. And after 40 minutes, I need to sit down sometimes. And here are today's numbers, the starting point of this channel. And I'm putting all of this here on camera, so that in 6 months we can come back and compare. Either I'll have made real progress, or I'll have to explain to the internet why I failed, but for good content. On this channel you'll see my matches, my weight, my data, what I eat, what works, what doesn't, real numbers from a real person, not a highlight reel. If you want to follow along or support a new small channel, subscribe. I'll see you next week with a new weigh-ins, match results and training updates. I'm Antoshka, 105 kilos, and this is the week number 1.